So Trevor, there's been some tough battles in Raleigh over the years between these two teams. How good is it to have the offense really clicking on all cylinders the way it is?
I mean, it's good, especially we got two more division games left, so it's a good time that we're playing well. And yeah, I mean, NC State every year, regardless of kind of how the season's gone for them, they've always played us tough, and they're going to put everything into this game, which they should. So I mean, we'll be expecting to fight, and we're excited to get on there and play. It's a 7:30 game. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I think Coach Scott said last week was y'all's best week of practice, and then the week before the BC game was, I think, said the same thing. I'm just curious, as y'all get into y'all's sort of championship phase, is there anything you can identify that's been put in place to have this team play at its peak performance this time of year?
I think just a lot of different things. One, the North Carolina game, just kind of how close of a call that was, and then every week since then, I feel like we've prepared the same, prepared really well. I think we just haven't taken anything for granted. It doesn't really matter who we've been playing. We've prepared the same exact way. I mean, obviously the scheme is a little different based on who we're playing, but as far as practice goes, we've practiced great every week. So I think that kind of woke us up a little bit. And also just November is a special month for us. It's really important that we are playing our best football in November and getting better every game. So that's what Coach Sweeney always tells us, and that's something we take a lot of pride in for sure.
Do you feel like you're getting to your best game of the year, you're playing your best game of the year, starting to hit your stride? The last 4 games, your numbers have seemed to change quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I feel really good. I feel confident, and I just feel like I'm seeing everything really well the past few weeks especially. So I feel good with how I'm playing, and hopefully keep that going and just trying to get better every week.
You've been spreading the ball around to your receivers really well. Justin has 5 touchdowns. Higgins and Rogers each have 4, and Overton has 3 now. But I imagine as a quarterback, you can't really be conscientious about that. Like, when you have all these stars and having to spread the ball around to them, you just kind of take what's open to you.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I mean, there's so many good players out there. It can be tough just because there's so many guys and only one guy can get the ball. But also, it's really nice when you got all 4 guys in there that are really good playmakers, and like you said, just find who's open and they're going to make a play. So that's a good problem to have for sure.
Do you think people still don't realize how big a threat you are in the run game? I mean, you seem to really be using your feet a lot more this year than you have last year, and it's obvious that it's part of your game. But do you think people underestimate your skills there?
Well, I think for the most part, as far as our run game, a lot of teams do similar things as us, and most defenses play it the same. And there's going to be times in every game where you'll see the end will take me a lot, and sometimes it doesn't. I mean, that's just kind of every game. So I don't think it's about them not realizing that. I think it's just them. They have to try to make plays too, and our run game has been doing so well with Travis. They got to try to make plays on that, and then when they do that, I think it gives me chances to run the ball. So I think it's just, as a defense, it's hard to defend. I mean, Travis, and then also keep the edge covered up too. So I think it's tough.
Speaking of Travis, what's it like to be able to hand him off the ball and just sit back and watch him do his thing?
I mean, he's since I guess the last 4 weeks, and he's played great. And really, that's just a result of his preparation and really the whole team up front. We've done a great job run blocking and also pass protection. But Travis has been playing really well, and he just looks different the way he's running the ball. He's running with purpose. I mean, he's been playing great.
I think Dabo said he had his foot up Travis's rear for 2 weeks after that North Carolina game. Did you have a sense going into that FSU game that you were about to see a different player?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, obviously, even before that, he wasn't playing bad at all. But just you've definitely seen a different guy the last 4 weeks. He's been a lot more focused and just been running a lot harder. He's looked really good. And like I said, just a result of how he's practiced and how he's made an intentional effort as far as whether it's in the run game or pass protection. He's done a really good job protecting me too.
Have you seen that girl making TikTok videos
about
you?
Seen a lot of those.
What's your reaction to just seeing that on the internet?
It's crazy. I mean, that one girl actually does look a lot like you, so it's kind of crazy, but it's funny.
Has any of your teammates given you any flack about those videos being out?
Not really. I mean, they all ask me if I've seen them. I'm like, yeah, I've seen them. I don't want to see any more, hopefully.
Travis had another good catch on Saturday. How have you seen his improvement as a pass catcher evolve? Has it been kind of gradual, and is it kind of at an all-time high right now?
I mean, he's done a great job, and we worked on it a lot this offseason, and then also just in practice every week. And, He's done a really good job just catching the ball in the backfield and also making plays after the catch. That's where he can be so valuable is just get him the ball, and he can make plays with the ball in his hands. So he's been really good at that.
Big topic on Saturday was Travis and Isaiah's race back in the summer. Were you able to see that? And have you guys, the quarterback room, ever had a little race of your own?
No, we don't. I didn't even see that race actually. But no, as quarterbacks we don't race. We don't care as much about being fast as those guys do. But no, I didn't see. Obviously, I'd like to see that. I don't know who's faster. Isaiah's pretty fast too. So.
Jeff Scott said after the game that it was good after DeAndre had his big performance that Amari and T and Justin each got to the end zone. How important is it to you to kind of spread the wealth as much as you can and kind of keep everybody involved in that?
I mean, if it's like I said, you can't worry about that too much. That can kind of affect your play if you're trying to get to certain guys. But if I can help it, I like to get everyone involved and get everyone involved. That's always good when we can get all of our playmakers a chance to touch the ball and make an impact, because we have so many guys that are really good players. But I try not to worry about that too much, just because that can be another thing for me just to be thinking about the back of my head, and I don't want that. But whenever I can and it's the opportunities there, I like to spread it around as much as possible.
What's it been like working with Brendan Galloway in practice, and how much are you looking forward to getting him back in about a month?
Yeah, I mean, he's a great player, and I think people kind of forgot about him just because he hasn't been able to play and hasn't dressed out or anything. And it's going to be really good to get him back here in a couple weeks, and I know he's ready. I know it's been kind of tough for him just to have to sit out and kind of watch us play and not really being able to help any. But I mean, he's gonna help us a lot. He's a really good player.
With the recent NCAA decision last week about name, image, and likeness, do you think that's something that could sort of fit into the collegiate model?
I don't know. I don't get paid to do that, so I don't get paid to do that. So I mean, it's just, I don't think it'll affect me. And like I said, I think that'll be a couple years down the road. But I mean, it will be something it'll be tough. That I don't know how you really make that work, because I mean, there's got to be a limit, I think, on that. But they can figure that out. I don't know what the answer is to that.
Thinking back to last year's game against these guys, was that sort of when it felt like it became your offense, sort of your team, so to speak?
Yeah, I think that was the first game I felt really comfortable, and I feel like I played. That was my best game up to that point, was against NC State. So, I mean, yeah, that was probably the first game where I felt really comfortable, confident, and felt like I played really well.
You've played in some pretty raucous venues over the last 2 years on the road, but this will be your first